football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
To start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. Now, in recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. Fourth and short now. Let's see what they do.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Has their paws on it, they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Denson. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
You talk to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark it down at the 30. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Oh, better look out. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it, fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out, what do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers, get that good matchup, and get the easy 1st down.
Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left. ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement to change impossible. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyree. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Brought down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Hart. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in in contested situations here on third down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? They'll try to power it in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Leaves it with the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
First and 10 from their own 13. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his man. It's Ross. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Mayo. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. Down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, we just can't find any answers.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete on the comeback. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive. Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Mayo. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass. He fires to the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Husker! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. send out the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the back.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Jackson gonna throw it. Dumps it off to the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. Ball is free. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Hauls it in. Bill, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Good battle in the comeback, and he makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The pull and throw off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Takes it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll leave it with him. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got the quick completion. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Jackson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him! And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, taking 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3-and-out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The kick is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first downs.
Lots of room to run. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Wide open downfield. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The give to the back. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. The 30. The 10.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.